Okay, our next dish is the confit pork belly. This is half a pork belly. It's going to be salted, cured for about 6 hours in the fridge until all the juices come out. And then once that's done, we're going to confit it in oil, vegetable oil, fill it up until the pork is covered, and then we're going to cook it in the oven at 130 degrees for about 3 hours. Okay, our pork is ready. It's been 3 hours in the oven. So now we're going to take it out of the oil, put it in a steamer tray, and we're going to press the pork, which we're going to put another tray on the top. We hold it, press the trays down, and we're going to wrap the 2 trays with cling film, nice and tight. We're going to press that overnight, or for at least 6 hours, until we prepare to cut. Okay, now the pork has been pressed. I've taken the skin off. We're going to cut the skin up in the portion size we want the pork laid on the plate. Then we're going to put the pork skin in between parchment on trays, and we're going to cook it at 180 degrees for about 30 minutes. Put the skin on the board. Salt the skin. Put some parchment on the top. The second tray. Put it in the oven. Okay, now we're going to make cider sauce or cider jus. We have some apple trimmings, a bit of oil, a bit of butter, cider, and some demi-glace. So what we're going to do, first we're going to put some of the butter in the saucepan. We add a bit of oil. Sweat off all the apples with a bit of thyme. Once that's sweated off, we use about half a bottle of cider. Reduce that right down, and then we add our demi-glace. Okay, that's sweated off. So now we're gonna add our cider. Reduce the cider down, and then we add the demi-glace. Okay, the cider is reduced now. Now we add some demi-glace. Let this cook for about 15 to 20 minutes. Then we're gonna strain everything through a fine chinois. And our sauce is ready to serve. Now we're gonna strain our sauce through a chinois. Sauce is ready to serve. Okay, in the meantime, whilst our sauce is cooking, we're gonna finish up the garnish with some cube potatoes, parmesan potatoes, red onions, and some apple. So we're gonna start by roasting off the potatoes. Then we add the onions. And at last, the apples. Okay, our potatoes are roasted now. Now we're gonna add the apples. Keep on roasting it for another 3 to 4 minutes. Now we're gonna cut the apple into 8 pieces. take the inside out. Half them again. We're gonna roast them off, or glaze them, and then use them later as a garnish for the pork. The hot pan, a bit of oil, start frying the apple off, and later we add a bit of sugar. Right, I'm adding around 50 to 20 grams of sugar. Let it caramelize. Okay, the apples are now caramelized. I've added a small amount of butter, and that's it, we're gonna take them off. Okay, our pork is now being ready to cut in portions. So what we want is around 80 to 120 grams. Which is about this size. Nice pork. Okay, our pork is now being cut to size, portion size. What we want to do now is fry the top side off and cook the pork, heat it up in the oven for about 5 minutes at 200 degrees. It takes about 20 seconds, and then you put the pan in the oven. Okay, now we're gonna finish our dish. The pork is ready, cooked, the crackling is done. Arrange the potatoes, onions and the apple on the plate. Add the pork. 2 slices of our glazed apple. Our crackling. Sauce on the side. And a little piece of watercress.